Hi, this is Kelly Cords for 98.1 Minnesota's New Country, and here's what's trending today. The Tide Pod Challenge. I'm sure that you've heard about this in the news, possibly even on social media, but hopefully not much anymore. Social media, YouTube are trying to get behind not airing the Tide Pod Challenge videos. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, basically we're talking about Tide, the Tide Pods. Teenagers are now challenging each other to bite down on the pods, to eat them, to whatever. Of course, this is really dangerous because we're talking about chemical compounds that can cause lots of different things. And we don't want our children doing these things. So there was a fake news story, though. The fake news story said that Tide was going to discontinue the use of pods due to deaths and misuse. That fake news story, even though it sounds like it's real, is fake. Tide is not discontinuing creating the pods. They put out, as they do with all of their products, that they are dangerous. Make sure that you keep them out of the reach of children. Well, now we're dealing with teenagers who like to do silly things. And I was really upset this weekend because my boyfriend Randy and his son Nate and I were up in Lake Superior, Silver Bay actually. And our way back, we stopped at a Culver's, ordered some food. It was really, really busy. There were a lot of kids working at the Culver's, which I appreciated. However, the kids were making jokes about they should have the very first Tide Pod dessert on the market. And although they were kidding, and we know they were kidding, behind the counter is where they were. So that wasn't good. And it means that kids are still in on the Tide Pod Challenge. And I guess the press is kind of leading to more. So number one, I just wanted to send out a warning to parents that if you have teenagers, we all know teenagers like to do silly things. I just wouldn't purchase the Tide Pods. If you like Tide, just don't purchase the pods. They're going to have to spend their own money on it. That's number one. And number two, make sure they know the dangers of the chemicals that are in detergents. It's not a good thing. So that's what's trending today on 98.1 Minnesota's New Country.